Olinsky could have stopped Voight from killing Reid in Chicago PD Season 12, according to Showboss. But I disagree. Chicago PD has continued to be one of the most compelling and immersive procedurals on network TV, and in many ways is the crown jewel of the One Chicago franchise. Through its gritty storytelling, morally gray protagonist, and impressive ensemble characters, the show has continued to evolve through the seasons. The Chicago PD Season 12 finale provided an explosive conclusion that saw Hank Voight orchestrate the murder of Deputy Chief Reid, after the net was closing in on Hank and the rest of the IU. The shocking events of the final episode set Chicago PD Season 13 up for a compelling plot that presents multiple options for Voight's storyline. The consequences of Hank's actions are set to be felt throughout the new season, and pose the question of whether any of Hank's former intelligence unit members could have stopped him from sanctioning the killing. Series showrunner Gwen Sagan has identified one particular fan favorite she believes could have talked Hank down, but I don't agree. Chicago PD showrunner and executive producer Gwen Sagan has claimed that only Alvin Olinsky could have stopped Voight from killing Reid. In an interview with TV Insider, Sagan gave her thoughts on Voight's decision and gave her belief that Olinsky is probably the only character who could have talked Voight out of the decision to kill Reid, aside from possibly Upton. Check out her comments on the matter below. It is true that Olinsky and Voight shared a strong, almost brotherly bond, and Hank would often seek counsel from Alvin on important decisions. Olinsky was integral to the IU for many reasons, but his relationship with Voight was the center point, and he had a way of reaching and rationalizing with his friend in a way other characters have been unable to since Olinsky's Chicago PD death. In this regard, Sagan's comments make sense, especially as Olinsky has talked Hank out of deadly plans before, such as siding with Halstead at the end of season 1 over sparing Pulpo's life. I can see why Sagan believes Olinsky would have been able to talk Hank out of killing Reid. And while this is something he could have done, the real question is, would he? My guess is actually that Al would have supported Hank's decision to sanction Reid's death. The team's backs were against the wall. With an IA investigation, the unit disbanded, and Burgess and Torres being fired. And Olinsky would have seen the direction things were heading, realizing that Reid was a problem that needed to be removed. As one of the most compelling Chicago PD characters, Olinsky was very attuned to the bigger picture and the greater good. He understood that Voight was a necessary evil in the uncompromising world of Chicago PD, and shared many of his former partners' beliefs about how far it's acceptable to go in the name of police work. It's far more likely Al would have backed Voight's plan to take out Reid, possibly even actively helping him execute it. In many cases, Olinsky was an extension of Hank, and one who often helped implement his old friend's unorthodox methods.